Welcome to TRS Clips, India's fastest learning portal. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell icon.
Tip number one is always reinvest in yourself first. When you are like a teenager, when you're 18, 19, there's a pretty good chance that you don't have surplus cash to invest in equity, stocks, crypto, and whatnot. So first, ensure that whatever money you have or whatever money that it is that you're getting a loan from your parents, you invest it in yourself. You learn things, you build new experiences, you read books, you take new courses, but first invest that money into yourself. Build your personality, build your knowledge, build wisdom.
Build health as well, focus on physical health. Ideally, if you're in college, trust me, if you build a fitness habit in college, it helps with your discipline levels, and there's neuroscience behind this. The kind of neural networks in your head that help with physical discipline also translate to mental discipline, which is what you need in the long term when it comes to your career. And even the game of personal finance, it needs a certain amount of discipline, which is why in college, you gotta ask yourself, okay, what do I need right now which will help me? And don't worry about spending money on you, because this is a phase in your life where you don't have to worry about saving for a family. You have to just focus on you. So is it investments for your physical health? Is it investments to improve your mental fitness? Maybe some meditation course. Or is it some sort of online education that you're taking up? Rectified, good quality online education that will help you in your career, which brings us to tip number 2.
Tip number 2 is build a core skill set. Now that's again super important, because if you don't have a core skill set, you're not going to be able to make money in the long run. Today, while a lot of people are generalists, people are getting paid really high amounts of money for being specialists. What is your core skill set? Are you good with finance? Are you good with content? Are you good with coding? You need to figure your niche. And again, as a young teenager, the question always is, how do I find my passion? How do I find that one thing that I truly enjoy doing for the rest of my life? There is no straight answer to this. The only straight answer is experience new things. Work at new companies, intern at as many places as you can. Both of us, we didn't just stick to our syllabus. We didn't just stick to colleges. We worked together on a lot of internships. We sold stock market courses. We sold health courses and whatnot. We sold a lot of stuff to people.
Which also should highlight the fact that our core skill was sales, which we were unknowingly working on in college. You gotta try new things every 3 months or so and ask yourself, what are you having fun doing? So I remember when we used to go out selling courses, we used to vibe with that process. Therefore, we knew that we're both salesmen at heart. And even with what we're doing at this bootstrap business, it's basically sales in many ways. It got honed early on. You gotta give every kind of mini career at least 3 months and ask yourself which is the kind of career you're vibing with. Because to make it big in the personal finance world, you're going to need capital. If you want big capital, you're going to have to work hard. If you want to be able to make that process of working hard easier for you, you need to enjoy what you are doing. And the only way you'll find out what you enjoy doing is by trying different things, and ideally in the real world. Not just through studying about it. You've got to be in offices. You've got to be willing to do internships. You've got to be willing to work for free. So
get your hands dirty, just get on the ground and start taking newer experiences, because honestly, besides that, you're not going to be able to learn what's happening on the ground. If you want to learn about a specific industry, go work in companies or intern in companies that are operating in the same space.
And there's a lot of young startup founders who are actually looking for teenagers, for college students to join their startup as high quality interns.
And the core skill set you require for that is purely just communication skills and a little basics of PowerPoint, Word and Excel. That's not too tough.
Ask the stupid questions. Get your hands dirty. Viraj always loved getting his hands dirty, loves getting his hands dirty even now.
Once you build that core skill set, once you've raked in some cash, you're in your early 22, 23s, how do you start the investment journey? Educate yourself about basic finance. How do you do it, you ask?
How do you do it?
How do you do it, you ask? We're living in the day and age of the internet. You have the Rachna Ranades of the world. You have the Ankur Warekus of the world. Go check out their basic personal finance videos and educate yourself about what are equities, what are stocks, what is crypto, what's fixed deposits, and why you should not invest in that. Ankur Wareku, click. Educate yourself about the basics of finance. and then move on to the next step of actually practically investing in these markets.
We're also not going to cover the basics because we've covered them in other videos. And we're pretty sure that if you guys are watching this video, even y'all have seen all the videos we've seen on the Indian internet. So it's not really the time to highlight the basics. But what I will also say is I personally always feared learning the basics of personal finance. I thought it's a very unfriendly domain until I just started asking the stupid questions.